January 26, 2026. A quiet neighborhood near West Lower Buckeye Road in Phoenix became the center of a violent nightmare. It all started with a series of frantic calls to 911.
Phoenix 911, where is your emergency?
There's somebody shooting. My address is... They're shooting at my neighbor's house. Please hurry up. Please hurry up. Please hurry up. Edgar, get over here now. Edgar.
Do you have a description of the shooter?
Yeah, he's in a Dodge Ram.
What
he's
color?
A bald guy. Please hurry
What
up.
color?
I don't know. I can't tell. He's too far away. Okay. Please hurry up.
Do you happen to know the license plate?
I can't see anything. It's dark.
You said he's a bald male?
Yes. Please hurry up.
How many shots were fired?
Edgar, get in. Edgar, get in. Get the in. Like 20. Please send somebody now.
Do you have a description of him? What he's wearing?
He's bald. He's tall. I think he's wearing brown. And he shot different gunshots, and I think he has another gun.
Do you know what kind of gun it is?
I have no idea.
Okay.
One of them looked like a shotgun, and the other one kind of looked like a pistol.
Okay. They're almost there. How many shots do you think you heard in total?
Shotgun, like maybe 4 or 5. And then he got his gun, and he just unloaded it, probably like, I don't know, 6, 7 rounds.
Okay. Do you guys have video of this? Any cameras?
You know what? I have cameras.
Okay.
I do have cameras.
The neighbor reported a bald man in a gray sweater. For the officers on their way, this was the only description they had of the shooter.
Phoenix 911, what is the address of the emergency?
I have emergency. Somebody is shooting at the house. We have somebody shoot one of my kids.
Phoenix 911, what is the address of your emergency?
Please, somebody shooting my house. They shooting my kids, please.
You said...
Please.
Okay, what's going on, ma'am? I can't understand
Somebody's shooting the house.
you. You said someone's in your house?
It's shooting the house.
We don't know who it is. Somebody's at our house and they're shooting at us.
They're shooting at you?
Please, yes, please send help. We have kids here. We don't know who it is. We don't know if they're still here. But they're shooting. They shot my brother in his ankle.
Okay. It looks like we have lots of help headed your way. You said someone shot your brother in the ankle?
Yes.
Yeah, they're coming lights and sirens as we speak.
Okay.
Oh my God, more!
They're in the back of our house. They're in the back of our house now.
Okay. Do you see the police?
Please hurry up. Hurry up.
Oh my God!
Help.
Sir, do you see the police? Sir, what's going on?
They're aiming the gun at my dad. They're aiming the gun at my dad. Please hurry up.
All these terrifying details are instantly fed to the responding officers. As they race to the scene, the search for a bald man in a gray sweater has officially begun.
There's a male bald in a unknown colored Dodge Ram, unknown plate. He's actively still shooting at the complainant's house. 911 is advising that they're still hearing that shot. Getting a duplicate call as well. That call taker saying they heard shots in the background. Subject's wearing a gray sweater. They're saying he has more than one gun. I'm getting another call in. One person is shot in the leg.
All right. Which house? All right. Hey, hold. We're being told that there's a party down the street, and suspect is still doing it. Stand by.
Go inside!
Where's he at? With me?
He's shooting. Go in there, man. Come on.
Where's he at?
He's inside the house. He's shooting the people. Just go in there.
The shooter is inside of the house.
It's like this tall.
Gotcha.
Go in there.
Hey! Show your fucking hands!
No, it's not him.
Hey! Show your fucking hands!
To understand the tragic mistake that happened next, we have to look at the surveillance video from inside the home. It reveals a desperate struggle for survival that the police officers could not see from the front door.
Please, just send him. Please! Over here, they got him! They got him! He's over here! They got him! He's over here! That's a Christian!
The investigation revealed a heartbreaking truth. The man fatally shot by the officer was actually a family member who had just disarmed the shooter to protect his loved ones. The original suspect, who started the violence, was arrested and now faces multiple felony charges, including aggravated assault and endangerment. Based on his actions, he could spend the rest of his life in prison. Many of you noticed a man in the surveillance video walking in and out while the struggle was happening. You might ask why he did not help. This is a classic example of the freeze response in extreme trauma. While some people act like heroes, others are paralyzed by shock and confusion. This case brings up a difficult legal question. Under the Graham versus Connor standard, a court will judge the officer based only on the information he had at that exact second. To him, he saw a bald man holding a gun in a house full of screaming victims. Will this officer face criminal charges for his mistake? Or will the law protect him because the situation was so chaotic? Could this tragedy have been avoided if the neighbor gave a better description? Or if the hero had dropped the gun the moment he heard the police? Tell us what you think in the comments. Does the law need to change to protect heroes in these moments? Thank you for watching Blue Line Raw. Remember, all suspects are innocent until proven guilty in a court of law.